welcome back to Habitat Kitchen. I'm Andrew Beauchamp, and we're back with the final video of Squash Month, and we're making pumpkin chocolate chip cookies. I know. I'm so excited. Let's jump into this recipe. So the inspiration, oh my goodness, puberty, finally. The inspiration for this recipe actually came from our local grocery store. So at Farm Boy, they have these really delicious pumpkin chocolate chip cookies. Never seen them before. The only time I ever had a pumpkin chocolate chip cookie was there, and I fell in love. They're so freaking good. Hopefully this recipe is just as good as them, because I'm obsessed. And it's a seasonal item, and I want them all year round. So let's get into this recipe. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. We'd love to have you. I have 1.25 cups of flour. Just make sure whenever you measure out your flour, you're not packing the flour into your measuring cup. To the flour, I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Our final 2 ingredients for the dry mixture is just half a teaspoon of salt and 2 teaspoons of pumpkin spice mix. Or if you want, you can make your own blend of spices that you enjoy. Then we're just gonna quickly whisk this together. I know I always make this comment, but already these spices smell so good. Just one of my favorite parts about cooking are all the smells. Set this aside. The start of our wet ingredients, very, very simple. 1/2 cup of hard, not melted coconut oil, 1/2 cup of cane sugar, white cane sugar, and then 3/4 cup of packed brown sugar. And we're gonna stick this right onto a stand mixer and beat it on medium-low speed until everything comes together, about 2 minutes. Always scrape the sides of the bowl, especially when you're working with a stand mixer. It is a great technology, but let me tell you, it misses a lot. You get back in the bowl, buddy. Now it's time to add the rest of our wet ingredients. So I have 2 tablespoons of plant-based milk. I'm using almond. 2 tablespoons of molasses. 1/3 cup of pumpkin puree, right in there. That's the squash month part of this recipe that I'm throwing in right now. All of our wet ingredients are in the bowl. All we have to do, put it back on the mixer, and mix it until it's completely smooth. Once your wet mixture is fully combined, then you can go back to the dry mixture and add it in. Stupidly simple, pour it all in. In this recipe, you don't have to add the flour in steps. I did misspeak earlier. It's supposed to be 2.25 cups of flour, not just 1.25 cups of flour. So make sure you get the extra cup of flour in with your dry ingredients and don't add it in now like I'm doing. Because I'm a rebel though, so. Okay, now since we don't want to overmix our batter, we're gonna fold in our chocolate chips. So I have 1.25 cup of chocolate chips. I think you can understand where I got confused with the flour. Anyway, right in there, boom, and mix that in. Chocolate chips are all in here, all ready to be scooped. And I'm gonna use my cookie scoop here to mound my cookie dough into 3 tablespoon mounds of cookie dough. And you're gonna wanna leave a few inches in between each cookie because these are gonna spread out pretty nicely. We have a little bit of leftover in our bin. I'm gonna save this to put on another pan, but of course I have to try the cookie dough because it's cookie dough. I'm gonna put these cookies into a 375-degree oven. Now that is a good little tip for if you're ever baking any sort of cookie. If you like that caramelized flavor, put them at 375 because that's the temperature that sugars start to caramelize at. So a little tip for you guys, if you like that little depth of flavor, 375. And these are going in for about 9 to 10 minutes. These cookies are completely cooled. Let's give them a taste. Let's start with this one. All right, first we're gonna break it in half. It looks beautifully cooked. I'm always worried with some vegan recipes that they might be a little doughy. These do not look doughy at all. These look absolutely delicious, but You need to taste them. These are amazing! I might even like these better than the store-bought ones, which is incredibly dangerous. Because since they're so easy to make, I can imagine me making these on a weekly basis, so if I get chubbier, it's not just because of Christmas. Thank you guys for coming along with me on this one. I had a blast. Till next time, stay hungry.